Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about this Dieffenbachia. Um, I was gifted a couple of years ago, and I'm going to end up chopping this base and putting it into this vase that I've set up here. This Dieffenbachia has had a pretty rough go since I got it. I've almost lost it a couple of times. It dealt with fungus gnats. It dealt with two moves actually, winter moves, and I'm here in Canada where it gets quite cold. So the last place that I moved into before this one, I ended up losing 9 of my plants because they went from a hot, humid plant room to a freezing cold space that I had no control over the heat in, so that was very upsetting. But this little plant here, he's got a lot of new growth. He's doing really well. You can see all his years of trauma within the cane itself. These different sections that can come from humidity changes, lighting changes, temperature changes. Really all of the things this plant has gone through over the years shows in its cane. So I want to try to give another life to this plant. I mean, it's gone through a lot and it's still alive. This is one of its original leaves that it still has refused to drop, so I just let it do its thing. But yeah, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to leave a couple of nodes on this end and cut it here, and I'm going to take that top and suspend it in this here vase I got. So I put in here some little river gravel. There's some black gravel in there as well as river rocks and some leca, expanded clay balls, a little bit of fertilizer, but the clay balls will give oxygen to the water, and I think the contrast between the two looks really pretty. So we're going to take this, I don't have the proper shears with me right now that I need, but you need something really sharp, and this knife is, and it's also been cleaned. I have here the alcohol I used to clean it. And if you're interested and you really like these pebbles in the light, these ones shine kind of, the sparkle. They are from Michael's. They're the Ashland decorative filler. These are black miniature gravel, and these ones are same Ashland. And they're just miniature gravel, and they look like this when they're wet, and I think they're beautiful. Either way, this vase is also from Michael's, so just in case anyone's wondering. So yeah, so when you cut the cane, you want to do it at a 45-degree angle. Making that cut will also make the base want to shoot new leaves out. And it's still, there's no mush or anything like it. It's a pretty healthy stock. It used to be in a self-watering planter, and I noticed like it just stopped really doing much. And so I took it out of the planter to investigate and realized that there was almost 0 roots left on it. The fungus gnats and such really had depleted it down to nothing, and so I went and took it out of that pot and put it into this one because it's not terracotta, which I like, but it's ceramic, and it's a lot smaller for its root base. They like to be a little snug. So I put it in here, and all these babies came within very quick succession of each other, which since I got this plant, a new leaf would come here and a new leaf would come there, and it really wasn't doing well. It used to drop a leaf when a new one would come, and it was just a rough go. I mean, it was a rescue. It was gifted to me, and I want to try to give it its best life. So far this pot has helped it out a lot, and now I'm gonna to see if I can turn this base stem into a new plant and see if I can propagate the top. In this, it looks here like there's something trying to push out already, right there. And it's very weak here. Like, it's strong, it's not mushy, but I mean, it's flimsy as it needs support, right? So my plan is to see if I can get this baby to propagate. And also, Dieffenbachias can live hydroponically, or at least semi-hydro too. So I do have another one over there, a baby. He's really cute, and he's growing in straight leca and water, and he's doing amazing. I might just leave this guy as a water plant because his roots, when they come out, they are going to be water roots to begin with. So I might just leave this one as a water plant. Just gonna put those leaves there in the garbage. But either way, I've already cleaned the knife. I'm going to do a nice 45. Also, with this plant, you're supposed to wear gloves. This sap, I don't know, it can irritate the skin. A lot of people wear gloves when they do this, deal with this kind of plant. I really don't wear gloves for anything, even when I work in, I did disaster restoration for almost 20 years, and sometimes in the construction aspects of that job, I wouldn't want to wear gloves because I have small hands and I work better without them. Also, it's really easy to just wash your hands right away after if you feel any kind of irritation. So I want to put this guy in here, and I don't want to set him right onto the rocks, so I might end up suspending him. Either way, this is going to be his new vase, and it's like you can take the plant out. It's not necessary for, like, say, a Dieffenbachia cutting from the top to need to be dried out before you put it into the soil, or not the soil, but the water. Some plants, like usually if they're like a succulent kind of plant, it's best to let them callus first. So like maybe like 24 hours or so, I don't know. This plant, it can go directly into water without a callus, though it wouldn't hurt to let it callus a little bit, maybe like, 8 to 10 minutes or whatever, most of max half hour, but I would just like put that in there. So I don't know if I really want him to float like that. I might put just more leca in there and kind of maybe give him more support. These leca balls, they've already been pre-soaked, so we're not going to worry about that. They've been cleaned and they've been pre-soaked. That kind of helps the leaves just float a little more. It's kind of a heady plant, so I might do this just rest them on that leca ball there. You can also put them into like a vermiculite and such. Either way, that I'm going to kind of have so he's suspended. I'm going to get more leca, which has also already been cleaned. And right now I have this brand. I don't know if you can read that. Either way, I'm not getting no kind of brand ads or anything. Leca floats, so that's the thing, right? So you want to just like kind of tighten up around your plant. Need some more. It will work. Exit some of the water from it. Oh, shit. I'm gonna just pull straight up on there. Always pre-soak your leca before you use it. Like, that's imperative. So that's a lot of leca. So now we just have to take the water, drain a little bit. And then when you place your plant in, you want to, like, it's hard to see, it's through, so it's not touching directly onto the gravel, it's suspended in the leca, okay? That is what leca is beautifully for. Yeah, there you go. So, my darlings, there won't be any of the bottom of the green touching directly to the gravel. As roots start to grow, I can remove some of that leca so I will be able to see the roots. I just don't like it to be directly on there while I'm waiting for roots to emerge, even though they come out of the nodes. The nodes are these white lines around here. I just don't like any damage to the stem itself. So, anyways, that's our Dieffenbachia for today. I think it's kind of cute. I don't know how it's going to like this bottle. I'm just trying to set it straight. It's kind of cute. So, that's that for that. I'm going to leave this on here so it can still photosynthesize. It needs to be able to get some nutrients. I'm still going to water it and such as normal. I'm not here to give like a whole bunch of Dieffenbachia facts. If you want to know how to care for one, I suggest you do your own research, because lots of people have lots of their own opinions on things, and I always think in anything that you do, it's best to always do your own research. I like this side of the bottle better, so I'm just going to turn my plant to face this way. If there was roots on there, I wouldn't be doing this because I wouldn't want to tear them off. But until it gets some, might as well be nice looking at it, right? Clean up the mess. So yeah, that's them for today. So here's the gravel. It's from Michael's. This vase is from Michael's. These clay pebbles, you can get them Amazon. That's kind of where I get everything. So it's a beautiful thing. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that video. I have so many more plants and I'm always doing plant maintenance, so I decided why not film some of it? There might be someone out there who enjoys it. And maybe before we go, I'll show you the baby. This is my baby, Dieffenbachia, here. He's just a little guy. He's in there with a snake plant, but this is just a self-watering pot. The root system itself is in pure leca, and the plant's doing great. He's growing a lot, and they can grow in water. I still give them fertilizer and everything, but yeah, that's the babies. And I think that they are doing well. I'm really happy with the way that this phase came out. So 2 to 4 weeks, there should be roots. I put them in a nice indirect sunny spot that's warm. This guy here, a little stroke. Maybe you'll sprout some roots for me. Right. And what about pathos? Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be adding more shortly in the near future. Thank you. Bye.